It's like, no, what? I need to. Okay, guys.
We're doing it.
Okay, guys, I need to populate what's behind that door, and no takesy backsies, fuckers.
Right. Funny. Yeah, why don't we dive in, do a recap of what happened last game on Thursday. So, episode 9 of season 2 was called Drowntown. The remainder of the Steelrose Watch, including Cog, Slake, Agony, and Sunny, look over Nighthorn's notes about Langdedross's treasure-gathering scheme and a newly purchased map. Barnabus visits Nighthorn to ask for a favor. Barnabus and Eamon then visit the Steelrose Watch with a job offer. Barnabus helps them with their Imperial identification problems as well as with clues about their treasure hunt. The group heads north aboard the Iron Main to the city of Denovar, where they knowingly spring a kobold trap. And they got to fight
That's how stupid they are.
the Hydro. All right, so this party, I suspect, has got a lot less finesse when it comes to interrogation compared to the other party that, you know, knocks you out, slips into your mind, and reads your thoughts while you're charmed. I'm going to say that the interrogation scene happens off camera. Like, there's basically... You get some information out of the winged kobold and the kobold devil speaker, and it's just enough information before Slake loses his temper and kills the kobolds.
Dee, don't look.
The information that you do end up getting is as follows. You got from the winged kobold seemed to be more talky. You got that the train shipments have stopped. None have come in months. The Claw, which is the kobold gang or thieves guild or whatnot, gets treasure by luring rich and stupid humans to this well. And they've still been sending tribute westward. And you got 2 proper names, you think. One is Karnath, and the other is Bogluck.
Karnath and Bogluck. Give me a second. I want to write this down.
There was a somewhat... the kobold devil speaker, you suspect, was some sort of cleric. And he was the one that mentioned tribute. Slake is wiping the blood off of his hand after the basically you drag the kobolds off into an alleyway away from the scene of the fight and question them harshly.
All right, Dee Dee, it's okay to come out now.
Slake just looks
Just
at the
let
old
him.
man.
Just let him. Just let him. It's fine. It's fine. No harm to us.
Mister's confused though. She seems to be looking around for the fae.
So, do we know what a Bogluck is?
I'm sorry. A what?
A Bogluck.
No idea.
Well, we could have.
Sorry, I'm doing another thing right now, which
Yeah.
is why it looks like I'm not paying attention. It's to help the game later.
Yeah.
Barnabus,
I will
Bogluck.
roll my own knowledge arcane. I don't need you, geographer.
All right, fine.
Okay, I need you,
my
geographer.
books.
Help.
When I've got a question about where we are, I'll ask you.
You have no idea what Bogluck is.
I have no idea what a Bogluck is. I
Knowledge,
suspect it's a
what?
person or a people.
Local?
Is that a thing or a person? Knowledge local? Yeah, I can do a knowledge local. I'll take 10.
Elsierville?
Sure. Using my bardic knowledge, I'll take 10 and it gives me 30.
Okay, you don't know what a Bogluck is.
Or who a Bogluck is?
Or, yeah. You don't know what that is.
Okay.
Karnath, you also get 30.
Yep.
You think it's the name of a warehouse, like a trading post somewhere in Elcio Vale. Like you've heard the name before. You think it's a place, but we're talking like backwaters of Elcio Vale somewhere.
Okay.
So should we be going to Brindle then? Because the Brindle's where the ancient mystery is. Or am I confused?
No, that's where the job is. However, you lot seem to be looking for treasure. Far be it from me to keep a man from his riches.
Well, so what's a boglock? So we could have asked them.
Fuck, if it's probably a, I don't know. It's not a thing. It's probably a person or a creature.
We could have asked them more questions, Slake, if you didn't kill them. Ah, they were getting boring.
Don't worry, Dee Dee. We sent them to a better place. Comparatively speaking.
You gone nuts, haven't you? Slake looks at the wizard. Let that be a lesson to the rest of you spell bums.
I don't know where that's going, but that's what you mean. All right.
All right.
So what now?
Well, we go to Brindle, or we probably find an inn, actually, or a tree. I could use a tree.
So it took 24 hours. By this time, 8, 9. Yeah, it's about 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Well, it's still early. I did use many of my potions, I guess.
What are these buildings?
Oh, let's go over the Dinavar map. I was on conversation, but
Sorry, I was in Reverse Square.
Yeah.
So
you guys basically dragged the kobolds down the street and went into an alleyway.
Okay.
There were a lot of tenements and old warehouses. There were a few shops and maybe craftsmen. Not very well to do, or very, very heavily guarded front doors. Very unfriendly part of town.
Sonny is wandering into a random abandoned-looking building, and why change it? Squatting is what we do. So.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. Not much.
Give me a survival check, because you're looking for a place that will keep the what look like coming rains off of your heads.
15.
Okay.
Turn into a small animal who doesn't care about water. And
Yep.
Screw yourself.
Yeah, you do find a building that is partially collapsed, and it does begin to rain a little bit. It was pretty overcast during your fight with the Hydro and all of the kobolds. You have just enough space to keep rain off of most of you. It's a little bit miserable. It's definitely not an inn.
Other people can choose other things. This is Sonny's solution.
Yep.
You found it squatting in a warehouse. In the winter.
Yeah, we could just go to an inn. Rather, I could.
Well, this option's free. I'm with Sunny.
You really are a cheap fucking lot, aren't you?
Mister goes chasing after some very large rats.
Oh, you get a mister.
We should probably put some distance between us and the kobold part of town.
I've never been in an inn.
What?
You're weird.
Never been in an inn? How old are you?
Not entirely sure. Either 60 or 5 or somewhere in the middle or something incalculable.
I'm gonna have to get you drunk one day. That much is for certain. Get my answers then. We'll see.
Eamon seems to be on edge. He's worried about camping so close to where you killed a bunch of kobolds.
See, he's not used to traveling with people who don't need to sleep. Just stand there waiting to punch things all night.
That'll be all right. We'll keep an eye out for you. You can go to rest. You can sleep.
Do we need to rest, or can we get a head start?
Well,
I could use a rest.
Do we want a wagon?
Yeah, we do want a wagon. Yeah, for sure. Does anyone know how to drive horses, though? Because that is a problem if you don't know how to do it.
Drive horses. I am a mighty, powerful druid old man.
Yeah, I've seen druids who don't know fuck about horses, so don't start with me.
I do very well with horses.
All right, then. If you can drive the horses, we can...
Birds are good, too. Isn't that an idea?
Yeah, Mister. Like when you said bird, she looked at you and came over. Little rat tail being.
Oh, looks like you got him this time.
All right, a wagon then. Yeah, where are we gonna steal a wagon?
You know, we could just buy it again. Not that expensive.
All right, then buy us a wagon.
All right. There you go, then. You're very generous.
I will add that note. Barnabas makes a note in a book.
It's fine. All right, you abandon your very temporary shelter, and you walk down into the rain, and we'll say D4 hours later, you have a wagon. What kind of wagon do you want? Like, Denver is a big city. You can buy stuff here.
We want a big wagon and 4 horses.
Dugan, make certain he doesn't get lost.
A covered wagon, more like a carriage, or do you want?
No, we want something like for hauling lots of loot. Covered still, but for hauling lots of loot.
Got it.
Plus, we've got some beefy PCs, so I don't know that they'd all fit comfortably in a carriage.
We also have some beefy PCs that you might not want to be always seen in public.
Yeah, very much so. You're right.
All right, I'm gonna go to conversation 1, and I'm gonna put down some options, and you guys can buy what you want. There's like beefy, huge wagon. There's more of a precursor to a bus.
And conversation.
There's a really sturdy looking coach. And a much sturdier metal coach.
I think we'll go with coach number 4.
The big metal thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool looking one. I mean, they're all cool, but
They're all cool, but that one looks sturdy and
yeah, it's a bit more expensive. A metal coach is probably 1,000 gold pieces, and 4 draft horses. Give me a second. I think they're 75 each, but I'm gonna look it up.
I just be for regular horses. I'm not positive.
Heavy horses are 200 apiece.
All right, so we're looking at 1,800.
1,800. Yeah.
Yeah, Barnabas is making a note at 1,800.
Yeah. Like, it's get a wagon. Sure. It's like
shop?
let's buy a car for our trip. All right then.
Barnabas like, fuck, you don't think I'm paying all for this? 1,800.
Okay. They are very large horses. They are not trained for war. They are trained for hauling.
Wow. You splurge quite a bit, don't you?
I don't like to do without if I don't have to.
Mistra, you've got new friends.
I do respect it.
Not for eating.
She gives you a look.
No eating. No.
There we go.
Okay. By this point, after you found horses, did a bit of shopping, and it is probably around 3 in the afternoon. What did I roll? 1. Okay, it's 2 in the afternoon. I'm just going to go to the Denvar city map for a second. You end up buying the horses in the area where you threw down that guy, Vish One Eye. Like, you're like, oh, there's some horses back there, and you guys basically exited the city and purchased a wagon and some horses from this place. You do notice that Denvar, there seems to be some military movement in Denvar, like soldiers coming to and fro. If nothing like an emergency or anything like that, but you just notice that there seems to be a lot of military traffic in the city. All right, 3 in the afternoon. You have your wagon.
Now we're going to spend another night here. Or we're going to get on our way.
It's up to you, I suppose. It's very comfy. He's pointing up the big hole in the ceiling. Lots of light. Airy.
Yeah, we should get a tarp for that. Look, this is with the expectation. We will be filling this with treasure.
Ooh. Standing on the wagon.
Yep. Agony grins at that and gets into the wagon. Slake also gets in. The wagon groans at his weight. Like there's a definite spring to the suspension as he gets on. Mistress, I guess, fast enough she'll just follow the wagon.
She moves at twice the speed of the wagon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so she's darting all over the place.
She's wherever she needs to be. She's got to move speed at 80.
Cogs is sitting next to the driver.
Okay. Eamon looks to Barnabas, like, kind of like with a look, like a question on his face, like, where do you want to?
Yeah, we're going. Let's go.
All right, Eamon will ride beside Sunny on the other side.
Sunny's very friendly, Eamon. Eamon, sit. Tell me about yourself.
Protect the driver.
He doesn't really have much to say. I'm with Barnabas.
I am also with Barnabas. Where were you before you were with Barnabas?
A very warm place.
Ah. There's lots of those in Volcanica.
Huh. Warmer than that.
He sort of motions like horns.
Yeah, his dress, you haven't seen anyone with like kind of that style of dress. There just seems to be like a style that he's from far away is what you're gathering.
I kind of roll knowledge planes to see if I just to
Sure. Yeah, you're like wondering what Eamon is.
Yeah.
Other than angry?
more than tiefling, but like what kind of, 18. He's a tiefling. Hey, look at that! He's got pointy things. Oh, he gets distracted by
it. He's a tiefling. If you had to guess, you're leaning more towards a hellish tiefling than an abyssal tiefling.
Yeah.
He looks over at you, then he sees you looking at him, and you've got his attention now.
Have you done any planar traveling?
What's with
Oh, yeah, I gotta... Am I back? That was weird. That was our friend, the power flicker. Yep. Did the stream die? That was super annoying. Okay, everything kind of crashed on my end.